Cover of the Bad Food Bible, a book by IU pediatrician Aaron Carroll, photo provided by IU School of Medicine. His job description as a contributor to the New York Times' Upshot website includes writing about data and evidence in general. But Drive Aaron Carroll, an IDR University School of Medicine pediatrician, has learned that one topic interests his readers more than any others: food and drink. Each time Carroll, director of the Center for Health Policy and Professionalism Research, has delved into the research about nutrition, he has found that conventional wisdom about nutrition is either not supported by science or just plain wrong. So Carroll, the author of 3 books on medical myths, decided in his next book to explore what the evidence actually shows when it comes to foods that are thought to be either good or bad for us. That 4th book, The Bad Food Bible, How and Why to Eat Sinfully, was recently published, just in time for the season of the year when food and drink, often of the least healthy variety, take center stage. Question: why do you think as a society we are so fascinated by what constitutes a healthy diet? Answer: I think we ascribe magical properties to food. There was a time in the world when lack of certain nutrients was a problem. Most of the earlier nutritional guidelines were built around that idea. But at some point we flipped and we started to have nutritional guidelines that were not "make sure you eat enough of this, but don't eat that." Some of it is because we moralize about food. We keep wanting to believe that there's an easy answer, one thing: if we just get rid of it, we'd be great and we would live longer and we would be healthier. We just keep casting about, asking if there is some magic diet that will cure disease and make us all much healthier. Unfortunately, the truth, I think, is much murkier. More. Drive Chuck, Timmy, global health founder, is now trying to save American healthcare. More. Not a magic bullet, medical experts weigh promise of CBD oil. More. Gene found in IDR Amish could help find drug for longevity. Are there some foods that are just plain bad for us? Well, everything is bad essentially, other than I guess vegetables. Vegetables we're almost universally in favor of. But everything other than that, at some point in time, someone somewhere has said it's wrong. Did any findings surprise you? The biggest one is how much there seems to be positive evidence for coffee. I was sure it was going to turn out to be like many other things, or maybe it's bad for you in huge amounts, but the evidence shockingly tilts towards the positive. Now, whether they all would hold true in randomized controlled trials, the jury is still out on that. As you worked on the book, did anything change in your approach to foods? I stopped worrying. I think that's the biggest thing. And I try very hard not to do dietary changes that are about abstinence anymore. I think it has made me a more permissive parent. I have become more lax about diet soda, which, man, when I wrote about that angered people more than anything else I had written. People were out of their minds that I would let my children touch artificial sweetener.